What is up, guys? We're going into another game of Gorgon. Looks like we're up on Aviary. We have a pretty good team that I heard communicating in the pre-game, so I think they could be a pre-made. It's three silver experts and a silver skilled, so I'm probably going to play, again, I'm going to play standard. I switched over to my scarab skin because it blends in a little bit better. I'm going to take every advantage I can get against a solid team. Aviary is an okay map for Gorgon during the early and mid game because of the tunnels, but as soon as you get to that relay is pretty brutal. There's a lot of space that the hunter team can maneuver around. A couple pillars that a support can be annoying and like perch himself on top of. So we'll see who they pick and take the game from there. That's a really annoying team. Alright, so we got Sunny, Rogue, Val. That's like the annoying comp. Sunny did take a few nerfs. I think Rogue Val took a slight damage nerf, or maybe that was the patch before it. She's still good though. Sunny, I haven't played against her since her nerf, but I'm assuming she'll still be pretty decent because the nerf wasn't like overboard. It was. She's probably in a good spot if I had to guess, but I haven't played against her enough to say. And then we have Jack. Jack's really good on this map because of the tunnels. So it looks like health regen's there. I'll keep it in my mind in case. In case I have to come back for it. I'll take Climb Faster just because it's there and it's easy to get. There's not a great amount of use that you can do for it on this map. Except for coming into this biome immediately, it doesn't take as long to climb that wall. Usually I don't do this, but there's a lot of mammoth birds like right here that you can get some decent food from. I have to be listening for the tyrant buff. It looks like it's actually highlighted, so they're probably killing it. It would be Rogue Val that would be highlighting it. I'm not sure if they're gonna fully kill it or not. I haven't heard it yet, but it may have been when I was talking. Buff control is going to be an important part. Okay, so there's damage buff. I have to keep that away from them if I can. So that's my game plan now, is to hide that damage buff from them. So I could take a dome over in this area and then run away from it, and they shouldn't go over there. Let's see if I can get Evolve ready before that happens. Oh my god, this actually might be a little bit bad. I need to armor up. Okay, I should be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. This isn't not the best place for a dome, but as long as I can not take damage here and keep them away from that damage buff, I should be decent. There's not a great amount of places that you can mitigate. Like, this is a pretty decent one. Caught somebody in that spider trap. That's going to help me quite a bit. Yeah, I should be okay here. I bought quite a bit of time in this dome. Do a little bit of damage just to keep them on their toes. But your health drain's quick when Hyde's doing flamethrower stuff. Can't quite get into that tunnel, or else I would have hidden there until the dome was down. Should be down any second. There we go. Kind of wasted that traversal. That's actually kind of bad. I used like 2 traversals before the dome came down. It's very important. Like, probably one of the biggest mistakes that monster players might make is not having that internal clock when the dome's coming down. And saving traversals so that you can actually create that distance. Because if you come out of a dome with like 1 or even 2 traversals and you take a trank dart or anything like that, you are going to run into some problems and not actually get your evolve off. I'm going to go down in here because most hunters won't come down here like immediately. They'll cut because it's kind of an annoying place for the hunters to drop down through. It doesn't really, it like wastes some time. So I should be able to eat these Reavers before they catch up to me, and they won't have dome ready. It's not as big of a deal now, as long as you can just create line of sight, like break line of sight with the hunter team. You can take a little bit of poke damage now because of the armor after evolve. It used to be a bigger deal to evolve when you were fully safe, or you could take like a third of your life during that. Alright, so I did get tracked. Ooh, domed. I don't know if I really want to take this fight because I'm so new into stage 2. I mean, I will, I guess, take it if you give me an opportunity, but alright, so I was just testing that shield drone change. It still is not one heavy attack. I actually think, and I have to test it, but I think that if you got damage buff, or not damage buff, but damage perk, that might be a one-shot kill on a heavy attack for shield drone, which is kind of a big deal. Still is going to take 3 light attacks to kill it though. So it's not really worth taking because you don't know if they're picking Sunny. If at any point they change it so that you can see hunters before you pick the monster, or like you can see 2 hunters before you pick the monster, then it might be worth the counter. Alright, so this is a really good spot to mitigate. I haven't really gotten anything done this game yet, but they aren't either. Taking a little bit of health damage, but not too much. So I really need to get out of this biome because a lot of stuff's dead. Alright, they're letting me eat this. I could do a quick turnaround if they don't heal up enough. Looks like they're healing up though. I still might poke them. Alright. Get out of the biome at least. They're doing a pretty good job with their chase game, but that's what Sunny's made for. They've gotten one extra dome that I normally don't take. Sometimes I take two domes at stage 2, but not always. Is that damage resist? It is. I'm gonna go ahead and take this because I can't stop them from getting this. If I go into this biome, somebody's gonna come up here and see damage buff. Or see damage resist. I have damage resist or damage buff in my back pocket for like a relay fight now, if I need it. Alright, so they did get another dome. I'm not evolved ready. I'm close. I don't know exactly where I'm at, but I am close. See if I can stick to a wall up here. I'm actually not playing this ideal for the map. I should be engaging more at stage 2. I'm kind of afraid of Sunny still, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's merited or not. I did get a good sneak attack there. They have a lot of really strong peel for their team with Jack and Sunny. Alright, so Sunny's cloaked. Don't know where she's at. This is going to be another fight that I don't really get anything done in. I'm killing the shield drone mostly to just make her switch to something besides damage, because it's easy to kill and it takes little time to do that. Can he use that repulsor glove through those walls? Kind of looked like he could, but it might have just stuck a little bit longer. Sometimes they do that at beams and stuff. Alright, so if I didn't have that damage resist, I would have taken a bit more damage there. At least like 1.5 bars probably. I am evolve ready, but not sure if I'm going to be able to get an evolve off without taking a dome. They caught me here, but Trapper was cutting, so depending on how quick their communication is and how much jetpack he used, this should get a little bit extra distance. I'm going to go into maybe the backside of that cave, and I might actually go for the evolve. I like spider traps because it fully gives me like I know that they're at that spider trap because I heard the screech. Kind of looking to see if it'll catch someone before I throw another one. So I know how much distance I have, which is a pretty decent amount. Enough probably to get involved off and eat these two reavers before they get in here. Especially because most likely Trapper is cutting to the other entrance. Because that's a smart thing to do. Again, I'm going to play my standard build because it's a good team. I do want to try out Mimic a bit more, but only against teams with some bronzes in it. Alright, so Jack looks like he may have entered the biome. If I'm going to take a fight, I'd rather do it inside of this cave. Although there's not a ton of room to maneuver inside of this one. This isn't the best cave for a fight, to be honest. Alright, I'm fine now. I'm armored up enough. So I could possibly take one relay fight with this Armadon buff before I go get damage buff. I've had really good buff control this game. I do have an advantage. It's not a strong one, but I haven't taken a whole lot of health damage on stage 3. Like I said, this relay isn't great for Gorgon, so it still could be a struggle, depending on how they hold together. So they have Tyrant now, which means they didn't kill it earlier on. They just tagged it for some reason. They probably debated it. Jack's being annoying. I don't know exactly where Sunny is right now. I hit her once after the repulsion glove went away, but I need to get out of here because they didn't dome yet and I'm almost out of armor. That could be how a lot of fights end up going. I get on Sunny, Jack pulls Sunny away while Sunny cloaks, or Jack pushes me away while Sunny cloaks, and then I can't find her again, and then I have to run because I'm like half armor. I have to get one good start to a fight, and then I'll be good. I shouldn't have killed that, but it's not a big deal. I'll kill this even though it's not necessary. Alright, let me go get that damage buff. That should give me, hopefully, the push that I need to kill Sunny off. Technically, I could kill the shield drone and then go after Rogue Veil if I wanted to. But Rogue Veil's healing is really strong, her self-heal. Combine that with boost and Sunny's gonna have probably another shield drone almost fully charged. So hopefully their Tyrant buff is wore off by now. It is a quicker buff, it's the quickest one in the game to expire. Half the time of the other ones, so. If it's not, it should be going off like within the next 30 seconds. So Sunny cloaked. Let's see if I can buy a little bit of time. I wish that eat would have went through. He hit me just at the last second before I was about to take that armor on. Where is Sunny? There she is. I need to get better about remembering the names of people that are on characters so I can find them a little bit easier. Because sometimes I have trouble distinguishing between Trapper and support. So now that I got her down, I have to kind of stick with this fight a little bit. I should be able to win it here with the spider helping me out. If they get Sunny up though. I don't think they got her. Alright, support's dead. Jack should die from that. Yep. Or get downed at least. Surprised one of them hasn't ran away to try to get a dropship. They did deal a decent amount of damage, where if they did get a dropship, they may have been able to make something happen. This is a good map for like doing that sort of thing, the running thing, because there's a lot of different sight lines to the relay. I still remember one game against Behemoth that me and Hijinks did that. Where we all got like 2 strikes each, and Behemoth had like no health remaining. Oh, I almost thought that I got the bug. I let her go though. Maybe that was the bug and I have, like, they fixed it or something. I don't know. Alright, that should be game though. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.